Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to the 10th of June. It's 55 degrees and looks kind of this morning like it did yesterday. Lots of clouds, but plenty of little sun spots here and there. Old Kai out there meandering through the field. Man, it feels exceptionally fresh. You know those mornings where it's just really fresh? Seems like there's like extra oxygen in the air or something. Probably all that green going on out here. Anyway, welcome to Thursday. Let's roll on. She's sinking. The hay's getting taller. The barn is slowly receding back to her. Look at it, you can barely see the horses out there. It rained on us, and I mean it rained on us good. Holy moly. But just, that stuff just still hangs on out there.
Yeah.
You get, as soon as the rain stops, all the beads go, whoop, and everything's gone.
Yeah, all dried up. Worked out good.
Yep. All right, Mama. You have a wonderful Thursday. And as usual, I'll see you in the passings. Although it's been busy enough here. Kelly goes, I didn't see you today.
I know. Have you been busy?
All right, Mama.
All right, huh?
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
It is never, ever a bad day when you get a chance to ride a 900 Ryker rally. Come on, grab. Oh. Sometimes you get that little in-between spot and you get that little bang if it hasn't engaged. Somebody was asking me, he's noticed that I've taken a right quite a few times here lately. Anyway, if that was something I'm doing for safety because of the way the cars come across or around that corner, absolutely not. It actually creeps me out a little bit more. It doesn't stop them from coming around so fast. It's just now you don't see them coming. So you make absolutely sure you see perfectly out of them mirrors, and either just keep your head turned or literally glue yourself to the mirrors, because they come around and ain't nothing scared seeing the grill of an automobile or a truck just suddenly appearing and closing in on you like you're standing still. I've been thinking about the first time I get a chance to ride a Ryker, I want to take my little back road thing here. I love this thing because it doesn't seem, it seems like sneaky. It's like my little secret area to goof around in. And I like that. I don't know. You know how I always talk about, you know, these bikes make me think of bombing down alleys, you know, on the back wheel. But yeah, that kind of reminds me of those alleys go flying down. Hey, my office dude's not in there today. Whee! Looks like it's turned out to be pretty nice here in Van Chulo. Think we can make it through here without one of my Yellow Jacket friends coming out to visit me? I'm gonna ride this thing a little bit, and I'm gonna knock that rear nut, pull the clip out, knock the nut loose, and then re-torque it. Just because it's a new drive, it's new splines, and everything's new. I wanna make sure she's sitting at 300 Newton meters. And they can be slightly over, because if you can't get one of the clip holes to line up, you got to go tighter until you find which one's the closest. If one doesn't automatically line up, and torque it heavier until it lines up, which usually kicks it to, like, I think I've seen 310, 350. Yeah, it's not much, but at 300 Newton meters, you need to have a long torque wrench, like it's a Cornwell one that I have, because that's, if you try to torque it from the back because you're tightening it, If you try to torque it from the back, you can never get the 300 Newton meters because you just pick the Ryker up. It starts picking the Ryker up somewhere close to 200. Now you can have, because it's easier to do it from the rear, and it's not a good idea to lift things to torque it, if at all possible, either pull down or push down, so you're not straining yourself. But it's easier to get to it because you got to angle the head, and it kind of scares me that that big old socket's gonna slip. Haven't had, oh man, Ryker suspension or rally suspension is so much nicer. Dear people, is it worth the extra money? Yes. Just to order these shocks is almost $3,000. This is, and they have some higher end shocks too. But yeah, just the price of the KYB shocks that are on here, and I would never change them. You know, they got those fancy Fox ones, I think. No reason I'd ever change them. I mean, nice things about the Fox is they're infinitely... Ooh, cat! Dude, there's a distracted driver right there. How could you not see that big old black cat look like the size of a raccoon going across there? Sure, there's a story behind that. There's a gentleman that's, in fact, he's still there. Hi, Herb. He's from Lacey. He rides BMWs and Harleys. And that's a perfect place to be, is in Lacey. There's a really cool Harley dealer real close. But anyway, he has a rally. I want to... What is that? Was that an 18? When did they go to the 1250? I think that was in 20. I don't remember. Anyway, it's the... Remember the white and blue rally that I had? It's the one I took to Crater Lake with the boys. He's in there having a service. And I'm assuming it's a valve service because I went up there and Matthew was clicking it out of 6th gear. You have two options when you're turning the motor over on those things, is to do it like a Harley, put it in top gear and just bump, you know, the spark plugs out, bump it over until the tool. Look, that's a Rune or a Valkyrie. I mean, look at that old truck. That's pretty dang cool. Wow. Heck yeah. The power and acceleration of these things is like no other. And fun. I told Kelly, I said, we ought to just get a Ryker. You know, after that, was that F3? After, you know, Kelly and her little incident thing, I said, you sure you wouldn't rather have a Ryker? She goes, I love the Ryker. Absolutely love it. But I wouldn't change my Himalayan for anything. And she sells a lot of those dog bones and stuff, lowering links to people all the time. I mean, it's, yeah, she's so lively. So she sells them a lot, and it was her suggestion to look up some for the, because our vendors don't, I don't know, those guys need to get on the ball. If you're not selling Royal Enfield stuff, you are way behind. Is that my boy there? That's not him, is it? I'm sorry, that was a lady sitting there. Ought to be shot. But anyway, had a little bit of difficulty even doing research that Matisse, which still the shipping hasn't updated since like 8 a.m. on Tuesday. German time. Jeez, the acceleration is so impressive. That's a customer's bike. I can't get too wild and crazy on them. But anyway, no. And I go, well, why don't we get a 600? They're cheap. They're still fun. Every time I ride one, I don't walk away disappointed at all. I mean, I love the power of the 900 and the suspension of the rally and stuff like that, but that's a pretty good jump between a 600 and a 900 rally. And nope, she didn't want me to spend the money. I said, well, we can put the saddle back. We do all kinds of different things we can do to it. You can take your little runs, your little alone time, grocery store runs and stuff like that. She goes, no, I'm fine. I said, okay. I haven't ridden a 2021 to see when you get up the speed, it lowers the RPMs. They got some whiz-bang technology in the CVT that kicks it down. That's pretty cool, huh? Well, it don't take them long to clear a lot. Next thing you know, something's built. Such impressive acceleration. You know what's funny is that, I forget what we put on it, a couple thousand miles or something, and literally no sign of wear. And you know, if you've ridden these things, it's pretty rare that the back tire isn't spinning every time you take off. Of course, it's absolutely controllable, but what fun is that, right? Ooh, look at that element. That was one of the last years of it there. We'll do a little messing around here. I just want to make sure I got some good stop and go stuff here. I just want, if there's any settling going on that drive in the hold down nut, the lug nut. Did I get it to do it now? Boom, boom. It's kind of hard to hit that little, I always call it the motorcycle hole. It's just a water relief is all it is, but you guys know that ride motorcycles. It's a motorcycle hole, so you can avoid the speed bump. I don't know what it is about that thing. It's actually kind of tacky looking, but I don't know. You know me, I like it a little rough and raw. You literally have to just seriously rein yourself in when you're riding a customer's 900. 'Cause these things just want to go and cut loose and just be silly. You know what keeps me safe? Never turn the camera off. I do things off camera that would probably not impress you guys, but we won't discuss that. But not customers' bikes. But that's one of those things that just, you got a little extra safety thing in case you just feeling a little stupid today, is leave the camera on. And I am as sane as a newborn kitten. Fun factor times 1,000%. All right. So this trooper has been down. You remember this is the one with the clutch. This is also the wiring harness one. He's been driving an old ST-1300 backup. He's not happy about that at all. And Kelly and I were coming to work. She goes, what's the deal with the clutch on that thing? I said, that's a question I need to ask you. He goes, well, he was in last night and he's not happy because he has to return the Honda. Now he's in a cage until this is fixed. And I showed up this morning and guess what's sitting here? Clutch kit. I like how it's bolted together literally perfectly, but I have to take it. I can slide it in and the plates will all be there correctly, but I gotta take it off because it screws into these bosses here. But the cool thing, the way it's sitting there, I can slide it in and it'll be ready to go. The plates will all land. Oh no, you know what? Nope, it's the whole clutch. Everything's got to come off. I've already got the motor locked down, so it won't be no big deal. Got to pull the inner hub out as well. Wow, that's a very complete kit. I love it when manufacturers do that, because people don't know, they don't replace the springs. They'll do all kinds of weird things. And this outer plate is one of the friction zones. There's not a steel in the middle there, so I was going to order that anyway, but I looked it up and I go, whoa, they got one part number for a whole clutch kit. Anyway, so this is priority one. Rear wheel was good. I tried to give it additional torque, and it started to move at 313. So that's how much torque I put on to line that bolt off. But then I backed it off, retorqued it to 300, and put the clip back in. She's good. It's those big old, you guys know what the Rykers look like. The big old lug nut and its little safety clip.
Sorry, it's tying my shoe.
Let's head home, Mama.
All right, how about?
All right, I'm down with that. Well, hello there, YouTube. I don't know what the weather's going to do here. Again,
it's not raining at the moment,
yeah,
so that's good. It's
crazy.
just kind of cloudy. And
today again, it's kind of gloomy when you got up north here.
I know, it's bright and sunny.
It's kind of the
south.
norm, but here lately it hasn't been, you know. So
we'll enjoy what we have.
Yeah, it's not raining. Looks like it rained at some point. There was still a little dampness here and there, but yeah, all the way down the freeway was nothing. Where did we get the sprinkles?
Oh.
I think it's once we got off and on the back roads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, that's right. We took the long way around. We went into Toledo from the top side. That's what it was.
Yeah, because we had to stop at the store.
Yeah, had to get some stuff.
Because I never, ever remember everything.
We got smartphones, notepads, everything else.
I know it.
It's just human nature. I think, oh, I got it. I remember.
I got it in my head. Yeah. That
That's my
little brain
famous,
isn't
like,
what it used to be.
Yeah, my famous last words. Oh, I remember that. You get to the store and go, what was it?
I know it. I remember it so well in the morning, but then by the time you get off work and you go in the store, just your little brain goes mushy mushy.
Yeah, it's like when you're taking a shower in the morning. It's amazing. All the stuff you get planned out.
Yeah.
And that amount of time you're in the shower, you've got this all organized in this wonderful way. And then an hour or so later, you go, what was all that stuff?
I know. It's
I had a great plan. I don't remember what it was.
What happened to it?
Yeah. But anyway, on that, we're going to bounce.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah.
I got a bug on my face.
Critters everywhere.
There's critters.
All right. Thanks for hanging around.
We see you in the morning.
We'll do that. Bye-bye now.